What's up, everybody? In the woods again. Today we're just grabbing a truckload of firewood. I got a couple saws with me. I got the Husqvarna 562, but today's focus is the STIHL MS261, little brother to the STIHL 026. And I'm going to cut down some deadfall here. We're going to buck it up. What I'm going to tell you about this saw is pretty much all positive. If you are looking for just a good firewood saw in the 50cc class, this is the one you want to look at, or at least review it and take a look at some of this footage and some of the other footage on YouTube about it. This is the intro saw to STIHL's Pro Class chainsaw. It's 50cc. Today I'm running 18-inch bar with 325 pitch full chisel chain. You can run a 20-inch bar on this. It will pull it, you know, but I think the best bar for this saw is the 18-inch. It's fast, it's light. You start throwing a 20-inch on it, if you get in some bigger wood with the 50cc, you can feel the saw working a little bit. So I like it right at 18. I've ran 20 on it plenty of times. But we're just gonna get to business here and start cutting. The only mods I've done to this saw is I've added the West Coast saw deflector plate there on the muffler. So I modded it, I cut a hole in the muffler to put that on. And I also got the dogs from West Coast saw. Okay, let's get to work. We're gonna take down some tamarack here and throw it in the truck. Okay, the first tree, as you can see, it's dead. It's been dead for a while. It's got some fungus on it, and it's gonna make good firewood. I can tell it's hard. Let's take it out. I'm just in a patch of wood here. It's off the side of a road that leads into a cottage area, which I have permit to cut here. And my mom actually lives in the cottage area, so I was out helping her with her water filtration system today at her lakefront home. And I brought along the chainsaws, a couple saws. I thought I'm gonna just shoot for a loose box load on the way home and kill an hour and a half off cutting wood. All right, I got 2 trees down. One got actually hung up, and I had to get it unhung from some branches, but it's not a big deal. It happens, right, guys? Don't go out in the woods thinking stuff like that doesn't happen, because it does. All right, let's get to bucking. I'll show you the STIHL MS261 bucking firewood. All right, so I'm gonna measure my buck with this magnetic measuring stick that hooks onto your bar. I've shown this in a previous video I made on the channel called Measuring Your Firewood or something like that. So I'm gonna measure them in 15, 16 inch. Okay, it's right around where I put that orange tape. If I'm off an inch, I don't really care. I'm gonna go down the log, make my marks, and then I'm gonna come back and buck. I find it's the easiest way for me to measure the wood and still have some efficiency with it. As you can see, the saw has a lot of power for the 50cc class. It's not missing a beat. This wood is primo firewood. There's no bugs in it. Standing dead. It's tamarack, so it's dense, it's hard, it's gonna be nice to split. The 261, bar none, the power to weight ratio on this saw is like unreal. This saw is light as a feather. When you're out in areas like this where the bush is condensed and you know you're fighting with foliage and limbs and crawling over logs, you want something light because your back's gonna get sore real quick. It can handle big wood. You know, we're about 10 inches of wood, maybe 8. So STIHL MS261 I highly recommend for you firewood guys if you're looking to buy a new saw. I think these retail for about 800 bucks Canadian. They could be more now. This one's a couple years old. The STIHL MS261 has an auto adjusting carburetor like the Husqvarna Pro Series. It's called M-Tronics, and same thing. It's got a computer in it. It reads the temperature, altitude, fuel to gas ratio in any situation, and it's constantly adjusting the carburetor to fit the needs of the environment, leaving you with sustainable full power all the time. You don't have to worry about stopping to tune your saw. If it's 30 below outside, this thing runs like a top. Anyway, I'm going to finish bucking up this wood and get back home. Okay, so I just ran out of gas, so I just want to show you what a full tank of gas. So standing dead, we bucked it all up. Hung up in some green trees, some green spruce, and there's the top of it right there. Okay, so I cut down the green spruce to take that as well. We weren't going to leave that to waste. And here is the top. Here's the top of the tamarack we fell. And as you can see, the top broke out when it hit the ground. I think I'm going to come back for that one another day. We're burning daylight. There's quite a bit of standing dead in this patch here. You don't need no gym pass when you collect firewood. This is your gym pass. You get a shit ton of exercise cutting firewood, and I don't know about any people out there, but for my head space, unreal. I just love it. This clears my thoughts. Anyway, I'm finished. We got a couple pieces to come back for, which we will. But the saw ran out of gas, and I just want to show you the route. I walked the wood out of here. It took me about an hour and a half from start to finish. That's including filming. And here's the walking path. You saw me carrying the wood out. This is where we're going. Okay. I try to carry at least 2 logs at a time. It's a little bit of an incline here. And my legs are feeling great right now. They're burning. So you can see that's the wood we got with 1 tank of gas from the 261. So you tell me. That's a little over a third in my eyes. Okay, that's a 3/4 ton box, 6 foot 3/4 inch, loosely tossed in there. That's pretty much all tamarack, a little bit of green spruce. But you tell me, are we gonna get into it about volume? Let's not, because really, who cares? Who cares? I got what I wanted. And that's all there is to it. We're gonna call it an end to the video. I feel freaking great. 1,200 calories I burnt on, according to my Apple Watch. So no need for the gym today. All right, you guys take care. Catch you on the next video.